Welcome back to another quick video over Win Reality. Want to do a Q&A and review over this system and something we've been doing since December. I've received a lot of questions over the past couple of weeks, and I kind of wanted to just do one video to answer those that I've received so far. So let's get into it. What is Win Reality? But before I get started, that this is not a sponsorship or anything. I have nothing to do with Win Reality. I'm just a parent, and my son has been wanting to really get better and improve. So I've been searching for ways for him to really take swings, and that's the big thing at his age. So this is how Win Reality describes it. Train like the pros with Win Reality VR, full immersive baseball system that puts you directly into the batter's box against any kind of pitcher. So to me, it's important to keep in mind that this is not a game. This is more of a training tool. So if you are wanting to play VR baseball, there are other games that you play, especially for a lot cheaper. And we'll get into the price here in a second, but this is not a game. This is more of a tool, something for young players or older players to experience real life pitching. There may be some super fans out there of the sport that you can pick up and definitely take swings yourself, but this is more of a training tool and less of a game. So one of the cool things is that this is not just for baseball, that this is also softball as well. So being able to see those live arms on both baseball and softball at such a young age to all the way up to elite pitchers in all these different stadiums is such a cool experience for all of these athletes to be able to do. I know my son has enjoyed going and facing young pitchers, but then also trying to hit an MLB fastball and realizing how fast that this reality is. And of course, for myself too, I've had my fun too, but it's cool, to be able to go in and see young pitches at a fastball at 12 years old to going up to 16, 17, seeing curveball, change up, a huge variety of different pitches, and be able to recognize those at such a young age is just a good opportunity for him. Next question I have received: what does Win Reality cost? So like I stated before, that this is a tool and less of a game, so it is something that I see as more of an investment. Win Reality is currently going for $228 a year or $29 a month. You do have to have the Oculus Quest 2 for the program as well. Yes, the cost is up there, but if you break it down, it actually really ends up paying for itself. If you look at field time, if you look at batting cages and area room and just being able to pick it up and go, it really pays for itself. For trainers, trainers in our area are going anywhere between $100 to $150 an hour. So that cost gets up there, and that can pay for 3 to 4 months of Win Reality. Another thing that is cool about Win Reality is that this does come with kind of a personal trainer for yourself. Every membership is paired with a player development coordinator who will help create unique training programs to help you improve against the competition and prepare you to the next level. And that is according to their website. So being able to have things that are kind of customized for you for the $228 a year or $29 a month is a huge investment for you or for your student athlete. To be able to have all of that wrapped into one and to be able to take those live cuts is really more of an investment. Where do you get the bat attachment? This is another question that has popped up. Where do I get the bat attachment? It is sold separately through Win Reality. So whenever you sign up, you'll sign up at winreality.com for your membership, and then it will ask you if you want to add the bat attachment. They also have a knob attachment, but that was a little more advanced for us. I think that's at $99 or so. The bat attachment for the being able to use your actual bat inside live pitching, that was $30. So that was a one-time fee. They ship it to you. Once we ordered, I think it took 3 to 4 days to get in, and we use it. You do not need the bat attachment for the app. You can use the controller. There's plenty of different training and drills for you to be able to use without the attachment. The attachment really is just used for the batting cage or situational hitting, but for the most part, a lot of it is done without the attachment. So you don't need the attachment to really get in and start training with this program. How do you get Win Reality on Oculus Quest 2? Good question. It is inside App Lab on Oculus Quest 2. apps. So just go into your Oculus Quest 2 apps or on your Oculus app on your mobile phone and search for Win Reality. You want to scroll down at the very bottom, especially if you're doing this on your phone, and tap into the app labs. That is where you'll be able to find it. So whenever you type in Win Reality, you may not find it right off the bat because it is inside app labs. So make sure you're looking there when you're searching for it. How do I view my son from my phone? This is one question that has popped up recently. This is more of an Oculus question than Win Reality, but I'll be able to break it down for you real quick. Just open the Oculus app on your phone, tap the cast button on the upper right-hand corner. It looks kind of like a Wi-Fi symbol. It may ask you for permission, just allow it so that it can search for other devices on your network. Then tap the device you want, stream it to either a TV or your phone. If you have Chromecast, you can do it on the TV, but that's how you just cast your app. Have you seen improvements in your son? Yes, absolutely I have, but I want to be clear that this isn't the only thing we have done. Win Reality, like I've said, is just an added tool. We still take hits and swings in the backyard. We use wiffle balls. We do all that we can. We do a lot of tee work, things like that, to really kind of help with his form. Win Reality is just one of those added things to be able to, so that he can see an actual pitch. I can only throw so fast and accurate to my son without hitting him, so this is another opportunity for him to see actual live hits or actual live pitches in a certain area. Right now he's at 5 years old, so he's seeing things on a pitching machine in his league, and that pitching machine is pretty consistent. Me in the backyard, I'm throwing the ball all over the place. We're having to throw it underhanded, and it's not accurate to what he's seeing in his games. So Win Reality is just that added tool to be able to jump in for him to take 20, 30 different pitches at a time and be able to take those live swings and live cuts at 48, 50 miles an hour, depending on what speed we want to use. Yes, Win Reality has played some of it, but also just my son's work ethic and wanting to get better and wanting to just jump out and play. Some of the downsides that I've seen is that there is a little bit of a learning curve for this, and especially if you have no experience with Oculus Quest like we did whenever we came into this. I believe we had the Oculus Quest for a week, and then we decided to make this investment for Win Reality. There is a little bit of a learning curve, especially going from my head to my son's head and trying to figure out what he's looking at, and thankfully I was able to figure out how to pair so I can cast it and kind of walk him through. He's 5 years old, still learning and developing his reading skills, so for him to be able to tell me what he's seeing on screen was a challenge. But once we got past that, it's just kind of a routine now. He's able to pop on and jump in. It took about a month or so of us experiencing trial and error and trying to figure out the best way of communicating and figuring out how to play. But kids are resilient, and they can jump in and they can definitely figure things out on their own nowadays, and he has really done that. So there is a little bit of a learning curve. There was an issue about a month ago where the ball wasn't throwing directly down the center. The ball was a little high for him, even though that we directed it to only be in the strike zone down the middle, and the ball was going high. We haven't seen it in a month, so I'm hoping it was just a glitch in the system at the time. But other than that, it does take some time getting used to. Final thoughts: is Win Reality worth it? Yes and no, depending on where you are at in your training. If this is something that you feel like you need, definitely look into it. Do a month trial and give it a go. We only did it because of my son's really wanting to go and always wants to play, but with my schedule and just time and space, we thought, hey, why not? Let's give this a try. And it's something that we have kind of fallen in love with and have kind of added to our workout routine. And this is, again, not a video game, but it does have a video game type of feel that still allows it to be fun for my son. He's only 5. I don't want to push him too hard on this. I want him to be able to have fun and enjoy it. And Win Reality has kind of helped with that, that he's able to get in and to walk around throughout VR and also take some cuts, but then take that over into reality and see those cuts that he saw in VR. So it's been a huge help, and I'm glad that we did it. I know that it is a little expensive, but it is one thing that I see as more as an investment and opportunity for my son to grow. It's month to month, and we can end it anytime we want. At the end of the day, baseball and softball are fun games that everyone should enjoy, and this is just an added tool to your toolbox. So that is it for this video. Again, comment, like, let me know what you are doing with Win Reality. If there's any other things you would like to see, let me know, and I will definitely jump on and see if we can do a quick review or kind of show you, walk you through what we are doing. So until next time.